Hi lads, I hope you had a nice Easter break. Welcome back, and we'll carry on with the next part of the course there that we have to get through, which are the enlargements. Okay, so there'll be a bit of drawing in this, so you'll make sure you use your ruler when you're doing them. Okay, so the one that we always start with anyway, that is what I would call your object, okay, or your original. O for object, O for your original. And what you're doing then is you're going to be increasing it in size or decreasing it. In this case, AB becomes A dash, B dash, B to C, B dash, C dash, and so on. So you have your object and your image. Now, you increase it by what's called a scale factor, and K stands for scale factor. So in this one, it's pretty obvious. 4 goes to 8, 3 goes to 6, and 5 goes to 10. So you'd be able to tell me straight away, excuse me, that it's doubling, or it's increased by a scale factor of 2. So this is your formula for it, and it's image over object. Remember, O for object, O is for the original. So this is my original one. So the original won't have any dashes, your image will then. So it's image over object. So in this case, you can pick any side of the image. I picked this one down here, so that's a 6. So you say 6 over, so you've picked the corresponding side, 6 over 3 equals to 2. You could also say 10 over 5 is 2, or 4 over 8 is 2. So the scale factor is 2. You're increasing it by a scale factor of 2. This is called the center of the enlargement. So what I would describe this as is, if you were in the cinema, it's like the projector. This is where you're projecting them out from. So if that actually wasn't there, the way that you would find it is join your B, your dash and your B together, and where it crosses the other line then. Okay, so if your scale factor is bigger than 1, it's an enlargement, you're getting bigger. If the scale factor is less than 1, your figure is going to be reduced. So we're bigger than 1 here, so we're getting bigger. So we'll just go through an example there. In the given figure, AB dash C dash is an enlargement of the triangle ABC. A is the center of enlargement. If AC is 6, 9, 12.5. Find the scale factor, BC, and the ratio. Okay, so if I'm looking for the scale factor, always write down your formula, image over object. Now, if you're given something like this, the first thing I'll get you to do is draw them out separately. So you've got 2 triangles here. This is the original one here, the small one, and this is the bigger one here on the outside. Okay, so first thing to do is draw them out separately. So I have my object here, the smaller one, and the image over here is the bigger one. Notice that, it's 2 triangles, the small one and the big one. This shape here, that's not a triangle. You have to have the 3 corners for it, okay? So the first thing is draw them out separately. There we are. And I'm looking for the scale factor. So scale factor, as we said, is image over object. So I'm going to pick 15. Now, they told me the 2 measurements here, 6 and 9, so fill them in, 6 and 9. But notice that the longest side here then is 15. Just be careful with that. That'll be a kind of a common mistake. So the whole lot is 15, and that's why we draw them out separately. So you have image over object, so you have 15 over 6. So your scale factor then is 2.5. Okay, the next side I'm looking for is this side, BC, which is X. And what I would say to you is that over that equals that over that. So you pick your corresponding sides. So I would say X over 12.5 equals 6 over 15. And then you just cross multiply. So you have 15x is equal to 6 by 12.5. And just solve that out there. You get BC is equal to 5. The last thing then is you're asked for a ratio from AB to AB dashed. So they're saying, what's the ratio from here between and here? Well, you could tell me straight away, it's the same as the ratio from 6 is to 15, or it's the same as the ratio of this one is to this one. Okay, now I've done it out a different way here, but I'm actually going to show you kind of a simpler way for part 3. So to get the ratio between the 2 sides, I would say from A to B, it's the same ratio as between these 2. It's much easier if we just have the numbers, okay? So it's the same as the ratio as 6 is to 15, because all the sides go up by the same amount. Now, is this in its simplest form? No, it's not. Divide both sides by 3 and you get 2 is to 5. Now, that's a way simpler. I have it done out a different way here, but I would actually just stick with this way. And your answer there is 2 is to 5. So the ratio from here to here is the same as this one to this one. Okay? Now, one last thing for today, lads, and it's just about the area. Okay, so the object, remember, O for object, O for original, to go to the image. The area of the image is k squared, the area of the object. So that means the area, to get the area of the image, the new one, you multiply this one by k squared. What's k again? K is my scale factor. Okay, so I'll just go through one example of that for you. Okay, so we have these two shapes here. They're not regular shapes, they're a bit irregular. So the first thing I want to do is find the scale factor. So you remember there, my formula for scale factor is image over object. Okay, now, which one of these is the image and which is the object? The image is the new one with the dashes, so I would always label image and this one object. Okay, so it's the image over object. Which side will I pick? Well, these are the only two that I have, so it's going to be 12 over 4, which means my scale factor is 3. So my scale factor is 3. So this one is 3 times the size. Okay, next one, find the length of x. So that's the missing side there. So again, what I say, that over that, so that over that equals that over that. So cross multiply, so you get 4x equals 12 by 3. So we have 4x is equal to 36. X is equal to 36 over 4, x is equal to 9. Can you spot a quicker way of doing it? Well, if my scale factor is 3, to get from here to here, you just multiply by 3. So to get from here to here, I would just multiply by 3. So to get from this one to this one, also just multiply by 3, so 3 by 3 is equal to 9. A way shorter, but both ways equally is good. That over that equals that over that. Okay, last one now. So if the area of PQRS is 10 centimeters squared, so which one is that? That's the original one there, the object. That's 10 centimeters squared. Find the area of this one. Okay, so going back to this here, I'm going to start off with that. Area of image is k squared area of object. So I'm going to write that down first. So to get the area of image equals k squared area of the object. Okay, so which one is this one? This is the original one, that's the object. So that's 10 centimeters squared. So that'll go there. What's k squared? K is my scale factor, so my scale factor is 3. So 3 squared by 10, that's the area of the image, which is the one that I'm looking for. So the area of the image is k squared, well that's 9. 9 by 10 is 90 centimeters squared. Okay, so I'm going to put up a few questions there now from your book on that. This is new material now, lads. And I would like you to have that submitted onto Google Classroom there before 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And check your answers at the back of the book as well. Will you drop me an email if you're stuck on any of them, okay? And yeah, all the best. Thanks, lads.